Welcome to another edition of Horner's Sunday Kitchen. Today, we're going to make some garlic Parmesan chicken on the flat top. It's going to be wonderful, but we're not going to stop there. We got some tiny potatoes. We're going to boil them up. We're going to smother in butter, all right? But then there's more. We got some fresh zucchini and squash. We're going to cut it up. We're going to put it on the flat top and grill it. It is going to be life-changing, all right? Stay with us on Horner's Sunday Kitchen. This is going to be a good one. Starting right now. Hello, what I'm going to do now is I've already cut the tips off the zucchini and the squash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting them. You want to cut them as near to the same width as possible. Okay, what that's going to allow it to do is cook evenly on the flat top or on the grill or whatever you're using. All right. I prefer using cast iron when cooking vegetables because it gives it a whole different flavor, a wonderful flavor. So what you want to do is you want to cut them as close to as humanly possible to the same size. Okay. When you get down to the end, all right. Now zucchini, same way, or squash, same way. And you can make them round. You can make them a spear. You know. We'll do that too. Make them about the same. Width. All right, there you go. There's that. I'll show you how to do some spears too. I always leave the skin on because zucchini skin is not bad. Zucchini and squash skin, once it's fried up, you can't even tell. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that, make zucchini spears, and if you want to, you can cut that in half too. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Nice little zucchini spears. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some garlic Parmesan on this too, and put it out on the flat top, and it's going to be wonderful. Life-changing vegetables. This is a family favorite here. Spears. All right, we're going to do the same thing to all these, and then we'll be back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some olive oil into the bag with the zucchini and squash in there. All right, don't pour too much. You don't want it to saturate it. All right, it's gonna let off a little bit of liquid at the bottom by the time we fry these up anyways. So then I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese. Just gonna dump it right in here. It's gonna stick to it. Might as well use it all. I have a lot of Parmesan cheese in there. Really gonna be great. All right, then I'm gonna take some garlic. And I know I should be using fresh garlic. I should be smashing it down. I'm using a garlic press. But anybody that knows me, this is so much easier. So much easier. All right, so there we go. And I'm lazy. So there you go. And you just seal it up. I always buy these garlic, or these Ziploc bags, these gallon bags for all the meat and everything. You'll see a little later when I'm doing the chicken. I'll show you how to do the chicken later. Put it in a baggie. See that? The Parmesan cheese is in there. The oil's in there. It's going to coat all the pieces together. And what I do is I cut this up in advance, and then I just put it in the fridge and wait for dinner. So, and it always works out great. Always tastes wonderful. These are life-changing zucchini and squash. Okay, how we prepare the chicken is, like I said, I get gallon bags, Ziploc bags, and what I do is I put the chicken in here. So have you ever been to anybody's barbecue, and the chicken, it's thinner here on this part, and thick on this part. So this part's always dry, really dry, and this part, sometimes it's done, sometimes it's juicy, sometimes it's dry too, because your aunt just cooks the crap out of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna seal this up. And this is how you do it. Take something heavy like a rolling pin, and you just hit it. We're trying to get it as even as possible thickness all throughout the whole thing. It's going to make it bigger. It's going to make it seem bigger. But you just tap it lightly. You just got to have some patience and just try to make it as uniformly thick as possible. Okay? We do this same thing. We make it for cordon bleu, chicken cordon bleu. You just keep on doing this. Try to make it as thin on all sides as possible. So that way it cooks evenly on the flat top. So just keep doing that. There you go. All right. So that's it. That's how you do it. I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Now that we've pounded the last chicken breast, we're going to shift on the fly, like I'm sure a lot of you guys do. What we're going to do is we're going to make half of these with garlic parmesan and half of them with teriyaki. Yeah, we're going to make a little teriyaki chicken tonight, and we're going to make some teriyaki sauce over some riced cauliflower. I'll get that out pretty soon. All right, this is my very favorite teriyaki sauce. I know I should make my own, but this very teriyaki is the best I've ever had. It's awesome. So what I'm gonna do now is this Ziploc bag, okay? We're gonna put half the chicken in here and half the chicken in this one. Little pro tip for you, my sister taught me this. So you don't get the chicken all over the edges, over the top edges. Fold this first part down. Fold that part down, all right? And then you don't get it in there, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it and we're gonna put this right in here, all right? And we're gonna put this one right in this one. And we're gonna alternate so that way it's even. Let's go. We're gonna get 3 in each one. All right, those are gonna be tasty. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to add the Parmesan. We're going to wash our hands first. What we're going to do, we're going to make the garlic Parmesan first. Okay, garlic Parmesan right there. We're going to add a couple scoops of garlic. Get some of that juice in there too. Oh, good. Get that up. And once again, we're going to take some Parmesan. Put it in there. And like I said before, we've got to use a little olive oil to get it to stick to the meat. A little bit there. Set that off to the side. And then all you do is just bring that up. And there's none in the seal. Blocking the seal. There you go. Just like that. You just shake this around. So each piece is evenly coated with the garlic and the Parmesan. Okay? So you do that and set it aside. Okay? Let's set it right in there. And if you don't have these, if you barbecue a lot and you don't buy these pans, you need to rethink it, because these pans are golden. And you can wash them. Don't put them in the dishwasher though, because they discolor and they're no good after that. But these are a pro tip for you for barbecuing. These are always around our house. Alright, so put that one in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just open this teriyaki bottle, shake it up real good because it's got sesame seeds in it. And normally it's caked in the top. So you got to open it, shake it up, open it and close it, and then shake it up. And then they get evenly dispersed. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to just dump some in there. Probably about a half a bottle. This is the same thing I use for my beef teriyaki noodles. This stuff is gold. All right. Then once again, bring it up. There's nothing, no meat in the tracks or anything here. And then just close it up. And just move it around so it's evenly coated. About every half an hour, what I'll do is I'll go and turn the meat. What I do is I try to get all the air out that I can. And then you just set it in there flat like that. And then every half an hour, you just take it and just flip it over the other way. Okay? There we go. Now the chicken's ready to go back in the fridge, because as you can see, it's 4:26. And we don't start grilling until about 6:26. This gives it a chance to marinate and really soak in that flavor. So stay tuned, and we're going to start up the flat top here in about a couple hours. Okay, we're back. Like I said, we're having teriyaki chicken tonight. So with teriyaki chicken, you need some rice or some cauliflower rice. Now we have two types here. We have the real cauliflower and we have cauliflower rice that you can buy. Okay, the important thing to know is this is about $4 at the store. $3 to $4 at the store, and it's 10 ounces. This will produce about 3 to 4 times as much as this for $2.50. Okay? And mostly you're getting stocks in this. So we're going to put this back in the freezer and use it in a pinch. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do this in the Ninja. If you don't have a Ninja, this is a $20 item. This is the best food processor I've ever owned, by far. So I'm going to show you how to cut it up, and then we're going to put it in the Ninja and make some riced cauliflower for tonight to pour the teriyaki sauce over. So stay with me, I'll show you. All right, we're going to start cutting this up. First thing you want to do is trim around the stalk, the main stalk in the middle. All right, trim around that. Just put the knife straight in there. I know, I'm using a fillet knife. All right, everybody's got their favorite knife. This one's mine. We've probably had this knife for about 20 years. All right, actually, it's been about 30 years. So it is my favorite knife. I've used it for years. It's never let me down. So, all right, we're gonna throw these away right here, and then we'll get busy. All right, so we're gonna cut some of these stalks off of here. All right, and then we're not going to use it all. Not for tonight, because we're making fried rice in a couple days. So what we want to do is we want to take these off of here, and they'll break off. All right. So you can use the stalks in this, because you're going to boil it down anyways into rice-sized pieces. You're going to cut it into rice-sized pieces and then boil it. So it's really going to be, you know, you can use the stalks. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a Ziploc bag. We're going to put a little bit of this in here. All right. We're going to save it. We're going to make regular rice too. All right. Put this back in the fridge. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this up into littler pieces that can fit in the Ninja. All right. Don't worry about cutting it any specific size. Just enough to slide between the blades of the Ninja. Okay, just like that. There we go. Okay, now, lower the Ninja. Make sure you don't touch that blade. That blade is sharp. You just put a little bit in there. Don't overload it. You got plenty of time, remember? All right, so now I'm gonna show you. We're gonna put the top on. We're gonna bring it over here to the plug. I'll bring you over too. All right, as you can see, we haven't overstocked it. There's some stocks in here. We're gonna put the lid on it, then we're gonna put the Ninja on there, and we're gonna tap that a few times and get it all done. This is why this is the best food processor I know. There it is. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect every time. That is really nice. Nice uniform, about rice-sized chunks. And then we're going to repeat that. Keep doing that until you're done and you have enough. All right. As you can see, we're done with the rice cauliflower, and the consistency is absolutely terrific. Look at that. It looks just like rice-sized pieces. We're going to boil that after a while. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leftover teriyaki sauce that I didn't use in the chicken, and I'm going to make a glaze. I'm going to thicken it up a little bit in this pan. Get the teriyaki hot. Remember, you always add your cornstarch to cold water. You don't need a whole lot, because we're not going to be thickening this up too much. All right, and then you just stir it up, and it really does just dissolve in there. So it's good. Okay, dissolved in there, and then stir it up. Now you can see some bubbles in the teriyaki. So what I'm gonna do, set the spoon over here. Remember, cold water for your cornstarch. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it in there slowly. You'll see it turn a little bit more milky. All right. Once that turns back to dark brown, deep down it'll be thicker. You added cold water to it, the teriyaki, so it's gonna cool below a boil. Once it comes back up though, it's gonna thicken up really nice. All right, you can see that it's thickening up. That way I can brush it right on the chicken while it's on the grill. Just a little added teriyaki. And it'll be good over the cauliflowered rice too. Alright. That is almost perfect. The oven is preheated. Alright. And while the potatoes boil and the cauliflowered rice boils, we're gonna go right back out to the flat top. All right, it's that time. It's a good consistency right there. All right, we're outside in the flat top. We're gonna start this zucchini and squash. As normal, it rained here in Texas. You can't really trust the weather too much. That is going to be nice right there. All right, so let's get this poured out on the flat top here. We'll do half of it at a time. See, that looks really nice. Just want to spread them out. Let's go. Put the spears in there. So people can grab what they want, the circles or the spheres. Planted some strawberries this year and a sunflower for the kids right in the middle. Nice. Yeah, get them on there. Just like that. Of course, the flat top was hot, so it started browning almost immediately. Flip them over. Oh, the smell is just wonderful. So, let those go for a couple minutes on each side. All right, now we're gonna put the chicken on the flat top. I'm gonna start with the Parmesan. Chicken Parmesan. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be good. Get that. More of the toppings on there. Put that all on one side. And we get the teriyaki chicken. Careful not to burn yourself. Put it on there. That's going to be perfect. All right. And then we'll get back to you. As you can see, the teriyaki chicken turned out absolutely perfect. So did the garlic Parmesan. Oh, and it tastes so good. All right, as you can see, we're done and we're ready to feast. So go ahead, pick something.
I pick something.
What are you gonna eat? Oh, the teriyaki. Good choice. Go ahead and try it.
I want to try
Try the chicken parmesan. Oh. Oh. That's better than I could ever imagine. It's so teriyaki and rich. How's yours? Good?
Oh.
How about yours? All right. You can't stop eating. Is that good? Oh my goodness. All right. So,
Super juicy.
we're going to cut away now so we can feast with the family too. All right? Stay tuned for next episode.
On what?
I'm not sure yet, but
Now.
we'll make something great.
Now.
All right, bye.
Fire.